welcome back. Today we've got another £200 of 10p's we're hunting through, looking for those alphabet 10p's, or some territory coins and other interesting things that shouldn't be out in amongst 10p's, but we realistically want a 2019 alphabet 10p. Ideally one of the 6 letters we are still missing. So far we've got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M. N, O, P, R, T, U, V and X, and given that we've been doing this book since 2019, which is many years ago now, and still not completed it, it goes to show how hard these 2019 letter 10p's are to find. So given that it's so tough to complete a 2019 book, we've started another 2018 book. This is my third 2018 book. Again, these aren't easy to get your hands on, given that I've only completed 2 books since 2018, but we are narrowing in on completing book number 3. We only need the letters D, J, R and W to complete book number 3. So let's get into these bags, see what we find today. Okay then, whilst we go through the 10p's, I'm going to be answering some recent comments left on my videos. So if you want to get a question into me, just leave a comment on one of my recent videos. If you get a like and love but no reply from me, I've probably taken a screenshot and will be using it in a future one of these 10p Q&A's. Before we get into that though, Royal Mint trip dates. I am going on the 16th of March at 2 p.m, that's Sunday, to go and get the George Orwell £2 Strike Your Own, and then I'm going again on the 13th of April, again at 2 p.m, to get the next Strike Your Own, which is the Red Arrows 50p. And then hopefully at some point we will hear about the VE Day anniversary strike on the day, because it is now showing as a sold out day. I don't think that is sold out. I think that's blocked out so that you can't book it now, because they're going to be releasing tickets at some point closer to the day. So just keep your eyes open on social medias, on emails coming through from them, on my Discord server if you're on there, because when those tickets come out they could sell out quite quick. Yes, I'm very excited for that too. Anyway, if you want to come down and say hi to me, and I know Grossy's coming along and there'll be a bunch of other people, feel free to come down on those days. Come and say hi. I love having chats with subscribers, talking about coins and things like that. So yeah, very looking forward to getting down to the Mint experience again. Okay, first question comes from Anthony Fenn, who says, do you know if the George Orwell coin is going into circulation or not? To the best of my knowledge, it is not being minted for circulation. It's a real shame, because again, it is a really lovely design. It's probably my favourite. It's my coin of the year so far, for sure. So I'm gutted that it's not going into circulation, but we come to expect that of new releases, especially £2 coins. £2 coins seem to have a 0.0000 nothing% of being minted for circulation. 50p's. Maybe 1%. But no, it's a real shame, but there's no demand for new coins to be produced by the Treasury. I still think it's important that the Royal Mint commemorate these great people, institutions, themes of our country on coins, even if that means you have to buy them. Oh, here we go. I like this string of comments. So Sally Humphreys says, back to class, Christopher. £4 minus 20p equals £1.80 when I went to school. And then Pride of Torbay says, you must have to have gone, I guess, to a rubbish school. Surely £4 minus 20p is £3.80. Airedale says, you might want to read that comment again. Sandy Barnes joined in. The 20p was an extra coin, so change the sign. Airedale has replied, but he has 2 fake £2, ones which he's lost £4 on, so he's lost £3.80 overall. Sandy Barnes says the 20p coin was extra, so change the sign. It's just an argument over. I had a bit of a mental block. I found 2 fake £2 coins, and I found a 20p which was an extra coin in that bag. So I was trying to work out how much I was down, and I got it very wrong, because my mental arithmetic skills have been absolutely decimated by always having a calculator at arm's reach. I did enjoy the debate. I think if I found 2 fake coins, I've lost £4. If I found an additional 20p, I've gained 20p. So I lost £3.80, right? In that video. Anyway, I enjoyed the debate down in the comment section. And yes, just goes to show I'm human, and I am prone to having brain farts from time to time too. Anyway, Dovey84 says, watched a live TikTok and they had a faked active union. Didn't look too bad. Yeah, I think fake commemoratives, I don't have a lot. I haven't found any that I'm aware of in my coin hunt in all these years I've been doing them. However, having worked at the Britannia Coin Company, I have seen plenty of fake £2 coins commemoratives. So Mary Roses and Navy Centenaries are the ones I see the most often. The Mary Rose, understandably, it's a rarer coin. It holds some value. I understand why you might be faking those. The Navy Centenary, again, it's a smidge over. It is over face value. It's a scarce coin. Is it worth faking them? I don't know. It must be, because people are doing it. But yeah, I would love to find a fake commemorative coin though in one of my hunts. Okay, Sancho Panza says, I couldn't find the part where you struck your own coin. This was on my January Royal Mint trip. So the part where I strike my own coin will never be in a video, unfortunately, because as part of going on a Royal Mint tour, there is a big chunk of it where you are not allowed to record, take photographs. You're not even allowed to take your phone out of your pocket because of security reasons. There is a little lobby area where you have a little introduction. You go off into the Royal Mint, and from that point you cannot record. It is not until you're deposited back in the Royal Mint exhibition that you can then get your phones out and start making videos, taking pictures and whatnot. So yes, unfortunately for now, I can't record that bit, which is a shame, because I think it'd be quite cool to have on video, but them's the rules and I'm not going to break them. Steve Ufton says, the bloke with his hammer out from Italy always makes me laugh. My wife says I'm like an 11-year-old. The Italian stallion, as I call him, it turns up quite often in my world coin hunts. It's a fairly common design used on Italian coins. Is it 100 lira? Or is it 50? I think it might be 50 lira. The 100 lira is the tree guardian, as I call him. But yes, I always get a chuckle about that. Purely because, yes, maybe he's a blacksmith, I would assume. He seems to be hitting something with a hammer. That is an occupation that I think wearing clothes, in addition to that safety equipment, is probably a good idea. So yes, it makes me chuckle too. So I think that makes me a bit childish as well. Diane Peck says, hello, many thanks for your videos showing us what to look for. A question I have, what do you mean by this one isn't a strike? Also, can you please recommend a book on rare English coins, please? Many thanks, Diane from London. I think you mean restrike. So the restrikes are coins that are worth looking for. You shouldn't be able to find them out in circulation, but so much of hunting through coins nowadays is the amount of things that you could find that you shouldn't find in circulation. So the things that they are NIFCs, coins that are not intended for circulation, or NISCs, not NSFC. I don't know, some people call it that. But anyway, it's coins that are minted that collectors can only buy, not ones that have been mass produced for circulation. But every now and again, because they look identical to a circulating 50p or a £2 coin, someone for some reason will spend it, pay into the bank, be gifted it, inherited it, and don't realise there is more value to it than its transactional value. The restrikes were back in 2019 to celebrate 50 years of the 50p. They brought out 2 sets, 5 coins in each set, which were reusing old designs from 50p coins, so like the Kew Gardens, the Girl Guiding, Scouts, D-Day, Battle of Hastings, Battle of Britain. That's 6 of the 10, and if I had long enough I could probably sit and think about the rest of them, but anyway, those coins were restruck in 2019 for that set, and those 2019 versions were not put into circulation. So if for some reason someone has got that set, or say they've, I don't know, pulled the coins out of the set, and maybe they're selling the 50p and decided to bank the rest of them, I don't know, or the Q Guns 50p, I mean selling the Q Guns 50p, and instead of selling the rest for a small amount of money have just spent them, or something, whatever the reason is, they have turned up in other people's coin hunts, and I think they're worth looking for because they'd be quite exciting coins to see. So anything that shouldn't be in circulation is quite a cool thing to find, I think. So they are the restrikes, 2019 restrikes. Easy to determine if your coin is a restrike or not, because on the obverse, the head side will be dated 2019 rather than the original circulating year for that coin. So that's what I mean by restrikes. In terms of books, I think it's Coin of the Year book is what I'd recommend. That's one I like. There is a very good 50p guide, which I can't remember what it's called, but it's got sort of a black and white cover, and expecting the 2026 one will be out at the end of this year, but that's a very good 50p book. It covers UK and all the different territory coins as well, and I quite like the book. Anyway, Dean C7R says, "Hi Christopher Collects, why do you collect coins when you say they're not worth anything than face value? I rather collect stamps." I mean, I don't say that they're not worth anything. I'm not sure. So the majority of circulating coins, yes, are just worth their face value because they've been minted in large numbers for transactional use in our change, in our tills, in our wallets and purses, down the backs of our sofas. So the majority of them are only going to be worth 50p. However, every coin can be sold for more than 50p because there are people abroad, people who don't have access to large amounts of circulating coins, don't use coins all that much, that might pay a small premium to add it to their own collections. But there definitely are coins out there that are worth more than face value, and collecting them isn't so much an investment in their value to me. Collecting for me, the basis of it is I love the hunt. I love going through the bag and seeing what I find, because I could find something really cool. I could find a Kew Gardens 50p that is really rare, really valuable, an Atlantic Salmon 50p, and add it to my collection, and the rest I can pay back into the bank for the price that I paid for them effectively. So it's a win-win. And that's what I enjoy about it more than anything else. Everything else sort of grown from that. So like my world coins, again, lots of them aren't hugely valuable, but it's fascinating seeing what's on other countries' coins, what they choose to commemorate or use to, because if you think about it, when you go to a foreign country on holiday, you get your foreign money. It's really interesting to see what those countries put on their money, what's important to them, what they want to celebrate, how they have their coins. So it's just fun, isn't it? And it's not so much that not all hobbies have to enrich you financially. Certain hobbies enrich you in other ways, and that's the fun for me. It's collecting, completing collections, finding new stuff, getting new coins. That's what I find enjoyable. So hopefully that has answered your question as to why I collect coins. I do collect stamps as well, but not as much as I used to because of time limitations. Anyway, with that being said, let's go back to the coins and see what I found. Well then, unfortunately, no alphabet 10p's for today's hunt, no territories. We did manage to pull something though. Those of you that have seen many of my 10p videos, you'll have seen these before. A little bit of cud there, a bit of damage to the die, which has caused a little blob of metal to appear where it shouldn't. It's actually quite a fascinating topic, and I keep meaning to make a video about it because I do have lots of 10p's with varying degrees of this cud that sort of, you can see if they've all come from the same die, as the die is carried on being more and more damaged, that sort of damage spreading across. But at least we found something, so I think that's my third consecutive week not being in the alphabet found club. So if you have found an alphabet 10p, reassure me and everyone else watching that they are out there. Let us know what letter you found and where you found it, and fingers crossed maybe next week I'll be able to pull out another alphabet 10p and get back on track. Now, as usual, you'll find links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come and join me and other collectors over there, as well as links to my other social media channels, the PO box address if you'd like to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.